Hey, welcome back to Play and Trade Guitars. I'm John, that's Zach behind the camera, and this is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. Today we're going to be checking out the iconic Gibson J-45 Acoustic. This is the J-45 Standard at a price tag of $29.99, and it's called the Workhorse for a reason. It is one of the most popular and possibly the best acoustic guitars ever designed. Designed way back in 1942 by Gibson to compete with Martin. And I'll tell you what, this guitar, they nailed it. And it's not too different today than it was in 1942. I'll talk about all the features on the bench, and then of course we'll plug it in and play it. But at the top, if you're in the market for the J-45 or any other gear, click to buy gear using our link. It does support our channel when you buy gear using our link, and you get fast free shipping and easy payment plans that makes buying expensive new gear super easy. So check that out. I'm gonna head over to the bench, we're gonna get it out of the case and take a first look, take a deep dive into the specs, and then let's plug it in and see how this beauty sounds. The J-45 from Gibson, I love this guitar. Let's go check it out. So it does include a black Gibson hardshell case, but check this out, beautiful, iconic sunburst finish on the sloped shouldered J-45. Beautiful acoustic guitar, nitro finish made in Bozeman, Montana by Gibson. Beautiful piece of rosewood on the fretboard. You've got mahogany back and sides and neck, this one having a slim tapered neck profile. And just a gorgeous sounding guitar. You got that nice deep body and rounded shoulder on the guitar itself. And I love this mother of pearl Gibson inlay. It is just so beautiful. That black against the sunburst is just unreal. So let's head over to the bench and get some measurements before we plug it in. J-45 from Gibson, and just take your breath away. Truly one of the best on the planet. All right, with the J-45 in the bench, let's start up at the top of the headstock. Beautiful black gloss nitro finish, and then that mother of pearl Gibson logo is just absolutely beautiful. You've got the chrome Grover tuners, the kidney beans. This is made in the USA in the Bozeman plant by Gibson. You got this slim taper profile, which we'll get some measurements on in just a second. An unbound rosewood fretboard with just this unassuming dot inlay. But man, I think that's part of the iconic look of this guitar. It's not dressed up too much. It's just straightforward. It's why they call it the Workhorse, and mother of pearl dot inlays on a rosewood board. Beautiful binding on the guitar, and then of course the sunburst nitro finish and a simple, elegant pickguard teardrop shape. And this belly up bridge, fixed bridge, and I'll tell you what, just a gorgeous guitar. Look at the deep body. We'll get a measurement on that as well. But from top to bottom, just a beautiful guitar. This is standard Gibson 24 3/4 inch scale length. Let's get the strings loosened up and we'll get some measurements on the neck. So J-45 tends to have a little bit wider nut. This one at 1.71 inches at the nut, 0.89 inches at the first fret, and I'll give you a 9th fret, up to 0.98 inches at the 9th. So they call it slim taper. I really wouldn't call that slim taper in measurement. That's more comparable to like a 50s, like a fatter profile neck. So I think the fact that Gibson calls it a slim taper is actually kind of misleading. J-45 has a nice deep body. This one coming in at 4 3/4 inches, just under 4 3/4 inches. And then you have the bottom bout at 16 inches, top bout at 11.5 inches, and then 24 3/4 inch scale length. Super lightweight, 4 pounds, 8 ounces, so we'll call it 4.5 pounds. So when it comes to acoustic guitars, the Gibson J-45 has got to be my first choice. I love the sound of this guitar. Flipping it around, it does have a great feeling neck, and again, it measures in with more of like, in the electric world, it'd be like a 50s profile neck. So it is a little chunkier. Just that unbeatable acoustic tone from the J-45. It's got a really well-rounded sound where everything is kind of right down the middle. It's projecting and loud. It's not too much low end. It's not too much high end. It's just right. Remember, if you're in the market for a guitar like this or any other gear, click to buy using our link. It really does help us. Now comes the fun part. We're going to plug this in. We're going to mic it up with an AKG C414 microphone through an Apollo Pre. You also get to hear the LR Bags system that's on board here, so we'll give you a DI signal. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go plug in. I'm super excited, and let's see how this guitar sounds. I'll show you a few examples through the DI and mic combination, and then we'll put it behind a track and let it sing. Let's get to work. What a treat playing the flagship Gibson J-45 Standard. This is the true workhorse, the most popular acoustic guitar in the world from Gibson, and absolutely beautiful. I love that sunburst nitro finish. The construction on this guitar was flawless, and as I play, I just reflect, man, is this not just the most perfect acoustic guitar ever made? It really just might be, and I want one. All right. Speaking of raw reactions, I'm going to give you a score now, and I base that score on three main things: overall playability, overall sound, and overall value. Overall playability, beautiful piece of rosewood. The nitro feels really good. It's a slim taper neck, easy to get around. Nitro on a guitar in general feels good. Sometimes there can be just a touch of stickiness perhaps in the neck, but this one was pretty well balanced and smooth and provided a good playing experience. Overall sound. The way that this guitar has a well-rounded, projecting, balanced voice that just sings and cuts and sounds exactly how you'd want an acoustic guitar to sound. It's hard to really even give a score because this is in many ways kind of the standard for judging acoustic guitars in many ways. So for overall sound, because of the well-balanced nature, I'm going to go ahead and give the overall sound a 9.4. And then overall value. No doubt it's expensive at $29.99, but it does include a hard shell case. It is made in America. It's made in the Bozeman plant, beautiful Montana. We actually got to go to Bozeman. Beautiful place, perfect environment for building acoustic guitars. And in this case, it's one of those things where value means, is it worth the price? And are you getting what you pay for? And I'll tell you what, we got what we paid for with this Gibson J-45. Beautiful guitar, but it is expensive. I think I'll give it a 9.0 on overall value. Playability with the slim taper neck and nitro finish, I'm going to give it an 8.9 for an overall score from the Gibson J-45 Standard of 9.1. Gorgeous guitar, well worth the money. If you're in the market, click to buy it using our link. You'll get fast free shipping and easy payment plans, which makes spending $3,000 a lot easier when you can break it up over time. Trust me on that. Go check it out. Drop a comment, let me know what you think of the Gibson J-45. Check out our video on the Epiphone J-45, and then you can also check out our head-to-head comparison of the Gibson versus Epiphone J-45. Thanks for hanging out. Remember to hit subscribe and like this video. Drop a comment, let us know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. That's Zach behind the camera. This is Play and Trade Guitars. Catch you all soon. Thanks for watching.